Shalom Israel, Shalom. This is Yaqub with another lesson for today. All right, and we're going to continue in the first book of Samuel, and we're going to do today chapter 7, complete breakdown in 1 Samuel chapter 7. And before we get started, I'd like to say all praises and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Tawada, and Barakatah. Thank you, Father, for all the grace and blessings that you've bestowed upon your people and to bring them back into Israel. And shout out to all the men and the women who are reverencing the Lord and keeping the commandments and the statutes and the laws of the Most High God, Yahweh. Shout out to those brothers and sisters as well. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and continue with today's lesson. And 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 1. And the men of Kirjajearim came and fetched up the ark of the Lord, and brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill, and sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. All right, so Eleazar now have the ark in his possession. And it came to pass, this is verse 2, and it came to pass while the ark abode in Kirjajearim, that the time was long, for it was 20 years, and all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. And Samuel spoke unto all the house of Israel, saying, if you do return unto the Lord with all your hearts, then put away the strange gods of Ashtaroth from among you, and prepare your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines. All right, so Ashtaroth is the great duke of hell. That's what that word means in our native tongue. Ashtaroth is the great duke of hell. It's part of demonology, the study of demons. It is part of an evil trinity: Beelzebub, Lucifer, and Ashtaroth. All right, verse 4. And the children of Israel did put away Balaam and Ashtaroth, and serve the Lord only. And Samuel said, gather all Israel to Mizpah, and I will pray for you unto the Lord. Mizpah is a city of the tribe of Benjamin, north of Jerusalem. Verse 6. And they gathered together in Mizpah, and drew water, and poured it out before the Lord, and fasted on that day, and said, there, we have sinned against the Lord. And Samuel judged the children of Israel in Mizpah. So they actually dumped all the water and got rid of all the water in that town so they could fast. That was the purpose of them doing that, so they could fast. So they got rid of all the water. There was no water left after they drew all the water from the well. Verse 7. That's how serious our brothers and sisters were back in those days. They took fasting very seriously. Verse 7. And when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel were gathered together in Mizpah, the lords of the Philistines went up against Israel. And when the children of Israel heard it, they were afraid of the Philistines. So we were scared of our enemies because we didn't have faith at that time. Verse 8. And the children of Israel said to Samuel, cease not to cry unto the Lord our God Yahweh for us, that he will save us out of the hand of the Philistines. So we're saying, please don't stop praying for us. Don't. Salakia. Verse 9. And Samuel took a sucking lamb, and offered it for a burnt offering holy unto the Lord. And Samuel cried unto the Lord for Israel, and the Lord heard him. Wow. So a sucking lamb obviously is a baby. It's a baby still sucking milk. So while this is a serious precept, because it shows us that all we have to do is just go to the Lord in the spirit while keeping the commandments, and He will hear us. He will hear our words if we honor Him and reverence Him publicly. Verse 10. And as Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Israel. But the Lord thundered with a great thunder on that day upon the Philistines, and discomfited them, and they were smitten before Israel. To discomfort someone is to confuse them or make them surprised, shocked, or embarrassed. That's what discomfited means. Verse 11. And the men of Israel went out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines and smote them until they came under Bethkar. Bethkar is a place which means house of sheep or sheep house. That's what Bethkar means, house of sheep or sheep house. Is where the sheep would dwell. Verse 12. Then Samuel took a stone and set it between Mizpah and Shen, and called the name of it Ebenezer, saying, Hitherto have the Lord helped us. Mizpah, and so Shen is somewhere near Mizpah, and Shen actually means tooth or peak. It means tooth or peak, and hitherto is until now or up until now. That's what hitherto means. It means until now or up until now. So up until now have the Lord helped us. The Lord Yahweh has helped us until now. He's always been with us. Verse 13. So the Philistines were subdued, and they came no more into the coast of Israel, and the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. So subdued means to conquer. Subdued means to conquer. And the Most High made it so all the days of Samuel that that certain things went his way. Certain things went his way, and he expressed that throughout the book of Daniel. And the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. So the Most High never allowed the Philistines to conquer us as long as Samuel was alive. That's how much He loved Samuel. Verse 14. And the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, from Ekron even unto Gath, and the coast thereof did Israel deliver out of the hands of the Philistines. And there was a peace between Israel and the Amorites. So remember, the Most High always told us, when the wicked are in power, the world mourns. Like we're mourning right now. Everybody tired of the taxes. We're tired of working 40 hours a week. We're tired of low pay. So the world mourns when the wicked are in rulership. But when the righteous are in rulership, the world is at peace. Remember that. And this is a small version of that peace that's to come in the kingdom to come, the Most High's kingdom. Verse 15. And Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life. So for the Christians out there, yes, we are the judges of the world. Yes, we do judge. So when you're reading, judge not lest ye be judged, it's not saying that you're not supposed to judge. It's saying that you're not supposed to judge someone hypocritically doing the same thing you're judging them for. So if you have a problem with lying, don't judge someone else for lying, or you're going to get worse judgment. So that's what that verse is talking about. Judge not lest ye be judged. So we are judges, as pursuant to verse 15 we just read. And Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life. Verse 16. And he went from year to year in circuit to Bethel and Gilgal and Mizpah, and judged Israel in all those places. So he's judging all these places. And when it says year to year in circuit to Bethel and to Gilgal, in circuit means like it's like a loop. It's like a loop. So back in the day, I was born in the 70s. I was a 70s child. And back in the 70s, entertainers, whenever they could not go mainstream, they would entertain in a loop of all the ghettos and the projects and the poor communities. And they call it the Chitlin Circuit. They call it the Chitlin Circuit because they would loop around all the bad neighborhoods, the ghettos of New York, all the way down to the ghettos of Florida. And they would just go to the East Coast, up and down into the Chitlin Circuit. So this is the Chitlin Loop. So this is what Samuel's doing. He's judging in a Chitlin Circuit. He's judging in the Chitlin Circuit. He's going to all Judea throughout the coast, and he's judging. The judge is to criticize and weigh up. So he's criticizing them, he's weighing them up, and he's bringing them up to where they need to be in measurement. To examine and rebuke. That's what he's doing. That's what Samuel is going around traveling and doing. All right, verse 17. And his return was to Ramah, for there was his house. And there he judged Israel, and there he built an altar unto the Lord. So he actually went back to his hometown of Ramah, where his mother and father lived, Elkanah and Hannah. So Samuel is doing the Chitlin Circuit, and he's going from Jewtown to Jewtown, educating us, waking us up, rebuking us, teaching us. So that also is what we must do in order to keep abounding in the work. Keep teaching your brothers and sisters. All right, so that is the breakdown of 1 Samuel chapter 7. And Lord willing, you or someone was edified and further or more lifted up in the spirit to continue keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, so with that being said, I would like to say to you, I hope everyone is enjoying their Passover, enjoying their 7 days of unleavened bread, and please keep up the work and do not give up. Do not stray from the path of righteousness, because it is a narrow road. Only one person getting through at a time. That's how narrow this road is. So stay in the faith, and keep praying, keep prayed up, and do everything you can to fight for this kingdom, or you will die. Fight for this kingdom. All right, I'm Yaakov, and Shalom.